Hello everyone, this is an Aimsun video today, and this is the second episode for transit lines. In the previous episode I talked about the basics, how to set up a bus line, timetable, how to set up the bus stop. And in this one we carry on building on that. Still we talk about microsimulation, or dynamic models. And in this one I will show you how to use passengers in your model. So basically when your bus arrives, how passengers will alight the bus and how you can load pedestrians to the network to board the bus. Before I go on, let me just say thank you for everyone who subscribed to my channel or liked, commented on the previous videos. And also if you support me on Patreon or on YouTube as a member, thank you very much. So I'm going to build on the previous model. As you can see, I already have some stuff here. But what you need to do, the first and most important, is to create a pedestrian area. You come here to the left, click on this icon, and just place with your left mouse button relatively big area. It's okay to make it bigger. This basically just sets out where pedestrians can go. And when you finish, you just double click on the last one and it will close the rectangle or any shape you want. I just delete it because I already have one. And also, once this is done, what you can do is you go to your bus stop and you right click on it and you can generate a pedestrian exit and generate a pedestrian entrance. That will create these, that one and that one. This is important because if you don't have those, you can't refer to that bus stop in the matrix or in any way. So you need to make sure that you have those. And also you need to place a pedestrian entrance and exit or a centroid within this area where you can load them onto that area. If your pedestrians come from somewhere else, that's fine, but you still need to have some kind of centroid in order to create a demand. And also, when the pedestrians alight the bus, they need to go somewhere. So you place these now. Again, double check. You always need to have this pedestrian area, otherwise you can't create anything. So once you have that, you can double click on the bus stop, where you can just bring up the transit line you want to edit. Or you can just go to the transit here in the project window and you can also take it from there. But I just double click on it here. If we go to the timetables, I select the one I made previously and make sure that you select show pedestrian info. Once this is done, you can set up the initial load, the capacity, how many people will be on the bus when the bus gets into the network. I set it to 90%. It is in percent because if I go to demand data, vehicles, vehicle type, and you select bus and you go dynamic. No, not that, not that, not that. It is here. So vehicle capacity is total capacity and it's 50. And also you can have seating capacity. But at the moment, let's just worry about this. So it is 50. We will look at those things in another video. So if I close that. So when I say 90, that means it will be 45, I think. And then you can also set a deviation. So because you can have multiple buses loaded. Let's say you have 5 an hour or something like that. So for this schedule, you can just set if you want 90% or you can have some kind of deviation. But I don't have a deviation here. I set it to 0. So the bus we have 45. Then here we set up for each stop. We previously set up dwell times, but when you have show pedestrian info, you can actually set up the actual number of alighting pedestrians. I put it to 50, but since I'm not going to have 50, obviously 45 will get off the bus. You can also set a deviation. This is again, if you set it to 0, it will be exactly what you say here, or you can make it again different if you want to have some kind of variability. You can also use percentage or pedestrians. So the alight mean can be like 50% or 50 pedestrians. So just make sure that you set the right one. And you can also set the board. So again, this is for this stop. The stop I'm looking at is 1007. So I'm setting up for 1007. So I can put here 40 and the boarding mean, let's say 50. It's all good. And I'm going to just keep the alighting deviation 0 and boarding deviation 0. That's it for this window. Let me just OK it. Then next step is if you have already a pedestrian matrix, then it's good. If not, make sure that you create one. So you can create a pedestrian-centric configuration first. And then from there, you can create a matrix. So just make sure you create a matrix. This is now going to be tricky. So make sure that you don't skip this part. In the newer versions of Aimsun, because I think in the older ones it was slightly different, but here, because you don't know, obviously, your alighting numbers, how many people get off the bus, and this is 1018. So 1018 is this, and then this. As I click away, you can see how it goes. So what I try to show is when the pedestrians board the bus, that number is in passengers. But when pedestrians or passengers alight the bus, they are in percentages. So if I put here 100, that means 100%. So all will go to the exit. If I put only 50 here, it doesn't mean 50 pedestrians will get off the bus. It means 50% will go here from that 1012. This is 1011. Sorry, it's there. 1012. It is very important that this is in percentage, that number, and when you load you load passengers into the bus stop, that is in number of pedestrians. So this way, I will have 200 getting onto this area in an hour, and this pedestrian type, and 50% will get off the bus. So if you remember, our bus number, the initial passenger load is 90 and we want 40 pedestrians to alight. So if I run the model using the same dynamic, the bus arrives and you can see pedestrians getting off, but not 45, only 20. Few will get off, or 20. Because we set it to 50. So if I stop now, change it back to 100, that means 100%, so around 40 pedestrians should get off. I rerun it now. And you can see all the 40s getting off. You can also see that pedestrians started to arrive, and the bus, they basically boarded the bus as they were coming, and the bus didn't wait. So what you can do is when you click on the bus stop, you can see when you select the bus stop, there is an area, and this is the waiting area. This is where bus will wait for pedestrians or passengers. And if I place this waiting area up here, that means like as they walk, the bus will wait almost until forever. So again, if you go here, if you double click on the transit stop, you go to pedestrians. Here you can tick this wait for passengers to board, and you can also set up a time for them to board and to allow. You can make it shorter or longer. So that way the bus will wait. So if I run it now, so the bus should wait as long as there is a pedestrian on the waiting, and once the last one disappeared or got on the bus, the bus departed. So basically that's it. Of course there is more to it, but I think as a basic this should be enough. If you have questions, just let me know, and maybe in a future video we can go into even more, but this should be fine I think for now. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next one.